relationships and twin flame connection are both incredibly intense. Much like twin flames, karmic partners can sweep into our lives and cause us to feel intense levels of attraction to them that can even cause us to wonder from time to time, is this person some kind of soul connection, potentially a soulmate, or even my twin flame? It's ironic that twin flame connection and karmic relationships are some of the most commonly confused forms of soul love connection, because actually, at the root, these relationships are very different, and one way of thinking of it is they are nearly entirely opposite, where karmic relationship is about feeling attraction to another person based on unhealed wounds or patterns that are drawing us into this connection in order to clear out, to break free of these karmic cycles or patterns. Twin flame connection is almost the opposite of this. Twin flames are most drawn together, most attracted magnetically to one another when they are completely whole and healed within themselves, living and radiating their true, authentic self on their soul mission. So what is the number one way to distinguish a karmic relationship from other forms of soul or love connection, such as a twin flame relationship? I'm going to be sharing this with you in just a moment, but first, let me introduce myself to those of you who may be new here to the channel. If you are new, then welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to this channel to join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. So what is the number one way to distinguish a karmic relationship from twin flame connection? This may seem like a simple technique, but it's not so simple because it requires radical self-honesty, being completely honest with yourself, and this can actually take a bit of time to unravel. It might be something that you need to meditate on or consider for a period of time before being able to really access your intuition's answer to this question. The question you need to ask yourself and be fully honest with yourself about when it comes to this person that you're not sure is a karmic or a twin flame or a soulmate is, what is attracting me to this person? And I'm not talking about their physical appearance, although you may find that attractive. I'm not talking about just the rush, the high that you get when you're with them, because those are feelings we can have about any form of soul love connection. I'm talking about the energetic roots, what is beneath the surface of your attraction to this person. What made you first start becoming interested in this person? What was it about them? What was it about your conversations with them? Again, this can take a lot of time to fully answer to yourself, because it's not just about the way they make you feel, it's about why they are making you feel that way, because very often the feelings of attraction, even looking at someone and finding them physically attractive, unconsciously, we are energetically attracted to one another. There is something that pulls us to each other. Very often we are, even when we look at someone and think they are so physically attractive, what we're actually referring to as attractive is literally the attractive pull of their aura, the magnetic pull that we are feeling from their auric field. That is why twin flames find each other the most attractive when they are fully healed, when their auras are fully clear, because they feel that pull between them very strongly, since they share an identical core soul frequency, which by the law of attraction pulls them together very, very intensely and magnetically. Now, when it comes to karmic relationships, karmic connections, the reason we feel or even see attractive qualities within a karmic connection or relationship is always because this person represents to us some kind of unhealed wound or pattern within us. So very often when we meet a karmic partner, the reason we feel attraction is because we are kind of feeling a broken puzzle piece, metaphorically speaking, within us that is fitting together perfectly with their broken edges, meaning we both have some kind of negative, unhealed, or wounded pattern that lines up. Some people refer to this in the psychological world as trauma bonding. This is very close to trauma bonding but it can also just be wounded bonding. There doesn't necessarily need to be any conscious trauma associated with it. It's just that there is some wounded or negative energetic pattern within us that is pulling us to this person, causing us to feel attraction. Now, I know that might sound a bit confusing, and that is the number one way to determine a karmic connection, but I also feel it might be useful to dive into some signs that you are experiencing this, that you are attracted within a karmic relationship to someone based on unhealed wounds and patterns. One thing you will feel when there is attraction present based on unhealed wounds and patterns is a strong distraction from your life purpose, your work, your passion, what you want to do with your life. This person will feel very distracting to you, not just distracting in the kind of way when you have a crush on someone or you're romantically interested in someone and you can't stop thinking about them, because again, that can happen in all forms of love connection. When you look at your relationship with a karmic as a whole, they will not lead you into deeper layers of self-discovery, into coming into your true soul purpose. That's what I mean by that. They might help you discover yourself in the sense that you learn that you have this unhealed pattern, but they're not going to necessarily assist you in continuing to move toward your soul purpose while you are in the relationship or connection. Again, overall, they will feel more distracting to you than anything. In spite of this attraction, in spite of this pull, you may find yourself energetically feeling very frazzled or chaotic after being with them. You won't feel that sense of peace, that sense of joy, ecstasy, calm that you get within other forms of soul connection. You will simply just feel lost, confused, chaotic. Now again, this can be a bit confusing because when we are separated from a twin flame, of course, this can also feel very jarring, very confusing, very chaotic. But very often for twin flames, when you are in the love bubble phase, when you are together physically, you don't experience this kind of chaos. You feel just euphoric, you feel ecstatic, you feel in love, you feel wildly connected and overjoyed. With a karmic, even when you are falling in love with one another, it will all feel very chaotic and confusing, and something about it will just feel not right to you. I'm trying to put words to describe a very energetic dynamic here, so forgive me because it's difficult to find the exact words to describe this feeling. But throughout your relationship with a karmic, it will always feel as though you just aren't following your soul purpose through this connection. Like there's just something off or something not right about it. Now, more obviously, these are kind of more subtle signs that I've shared with you just now, but a more obvious sign of a karmic connection, of course, is you can very obviously tell that this person is playing on or somehow bringing out some of your unhealed wounds and patterns. So with a karmic, you will find yourself feeling attracted to them based on something that is not healed within you. You could have a fear of abandonment that they play into, a fear of fully trusting someone that they play into. And what I mean by play into is you continue to play out these dynamics with them, but you never get the chance to address and heal them within the connection. This is another major distinction with karmic relationships, and I really should have made this clear because a major distinction with karmics versus twin flames is when you heal that thing that you identified that is attracting you to this person, that unhealed pattern, that wound within yourself, when you begin to heal that thing, to shift in a positive direction, to make progress in your life or within yourself, your karmic will pull away from you. This person will not come closer to you. They will not come toward you. They will pull away. They may try to sabotage you. They will be very uncomfortable with your growth and development. Whereas this is exactly the opposite for twin flames. When twin flames grow, develop, continue on their soul purpose, radiate their most authentic self, they become more and more attractive to one another. Their relationship grows and evolves along with their individual self-development because the relationship is equivalent to the relationship within themselves. They are within one another. So I really hope this helped you to identify the difference between a karmic relationship and a twin flame relationship, especially since these are the two that seem to get the most confused. I found that one of the best ways to really reconnect with what your soul knows about a particular person or soul connection is to reach a state of total non-resistance, meaning you have fully released all of your conscious worries, fears, anxieties through some kind of meditation exercise. And once you are in that relaxed, calm, meditative state, usually simply bringing this person to your mind and asking yourself, how does this connection make me feel when I am totally at home with myself in that core, quiet, stable, calm, authentic space within myself? Do I feel that person there with me, energetically supporting me? If yes, that is a twin flame. If you feel this person as almost an obstacle, if this person feels like they aren't there with you in that quiet, peaceful, meditative inner space within yourself, this is likely some other form of love connection, such as a karmic relationship. Now, subliminals are especially powerful for peeling back these layers of conscious chaos, what I call the chaotic consciousness within us, which is so essential for accessing our deeper levels of intuitive guidance that only we are capable of tapping into. This is why I'm so passionate about subliminals, because they are designed to bypass that conscious, chaotic filter of the mind and deeply reprogram the subconscious, which, as we know, the subconscious is directly reflected in the energy field. So we can use subliminals as a tool to fully reconnect with our higher self, our energetic inner self, and this in turn will help us to receive more clear, accurate guidance on all forms of soul connection, including the difference between a karmic connection in our lives and a potential twin flame connection. The subliminal I would most recommend for this exercise is a subliminal I've created for 7 chakra clearing. This is because this is my most comprehensive energy clearing subliminal. It addresses blockages and negative energies stored within each of the 7 chakra centers in the energy body. I have been using this exact subliminal since November, and since meditating with it every single day, I have seen profound shifts and changes in literally every area of my life. So this subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com. As you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life, and you get access to all of these as a member when you create a free trial account on my website. So again, all of that is linked below in the pinned comment and description, as well as a link specifically to this 7 chakra clearing subliminal. Again, the exact same one I personally meditate with every single morning. So I really hope this podcast helped you to distinguish between a karmic and a potential twin flame in your life. If it did, be sure to leave a comment under this video. Let me know what from this podcast resonated with you personally. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post twin flame content and energy updates. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.